This year, the leading Republican running for governor is the closest thing to a Trump clone that I've ever seen in your state. California, keep Gavin Newsom and send a message to the nation.
Well, there he is, President Biden heading to California to defend embattled Governor Gavin Newsom as voters hit the polls in the Golden State today.
Fox Nation host Tomi Lahren joins us now. Tomi, doesn't Joe Biden's visit just reinforce this notion that it's really the Washington elite that want to prop up Gavin Newsom and want him in there in the first place and not the common folk?
Well, it's not just the Washington elite. Of course, it's the Hollywood elite. It's the big tech elite. It's the special interests like the Almighty Teachers Union. All of the elites that were able to really weather the pandemic and weather COVID tyranny that Gavin Newsom placed on that state, they're all the ones that are propping up Gavin Newsom, saying that they want to keep him in the state because they are the ones that really haven't been affected by his disastrous leadership. But it's the average people on both the left and the right in California who are saying, you know what, the failed leadership of Gavin Newsom is not good for the Golden State. We have the 5th largest economy in the world. It's about time we start acting like it.
So the LA Times, their editorial board, came out with a piece defending Gavin Newsom. They say the many reasons to vote no on recalling Governor Gavin Newsom. They go on to say many people are mad about how the pandemic upended their lives, but that's not Newsom's fault, and punishing him will not fix anything. In fact, it will likely make things worse for everyone in the state. Would love for you to respond to that.
Yeah, this is what Democrats do. They cannot take accountability for anything that they've done. And even if you don't believe that the horrible leadership of Gavin Newsom through the pandemic was problematic, you have to look at California pre-pandemic, before the first COVID case was ever recorded in that state. You still didn't have great things, and that's what the LA Times also cannot outline. They're not talking about how great he has handled the homeless crisis, how great he has enforced the border, how he has decreased lawlessness and felon coddling in his state, how he's lowered gas prices and red tape and regulations. They're not touting any of that because it doesn't exist. His leadership was bad before the pandemic. It worsened during the pandemic, and it became impossible to ignore because of COVID. But make no mistake, Gavin's leadership was worse now, but it was bad many, many years ago when he was in charge of San Francisco, and Democrats have been ruining that state for years. It's time to make a change, not just with Gavin Newsom, but with the Democrat leadership of that state that has failed that state.
Meantime, Joe Biden's vaccine mandates criticized at a time when so many Americans refuse to work. Get this, the White House saying that 100 million Americans will be affected by Joe Biden's vaccine mandate. What's your message to those 100 million, Tomi? What's your message to the White House as well?
Well, my message to those 100 million plus Americans right now who are sitting in a position where they're having to either get a vaccine or lose their job. Now, let me be clear. If you want to get the vaccine because you believe it's the best decision for your health and your safety, and that's your personal decision that you have made with your doctor, then that is one thing. But if you are simply getting the vaccine to keep your job, that is wrong. That is un-American. But can we really be surprised? We started hemorrhaging our rights to the government over a year and a half ago, and now they continue to take. You give them an inch, they will take a mile. These mandates are unconstitutional. I hope that they will be challenged. And to the Biden White House, please understand this. For many folks, the religious exemption is that they believe in Jesus Christ. They believe in their personal health and their personal choices and freedom. They don't believe in government, and they don't believe in Fauci, and they're going to make their decisions for themselves. So the response should be, we will see you in court.
Yeah, well, a lot of Republican governors already said that very thing. No surprise there. They were having this very conversation on MSNBC about the vaccine mandate, and one of their hosts, Stephanie Ruhle, said that it shouldn't be hard to follow because all you have to do is this. Take a listen.
If you do not want to get vaccinated, you can work from home. You can homeschool your children. You can shop online. So where is this coming from? People saying, I'm now being forced to be vaccinated.
So it's easy, Tomi. Just work from home, shop online, never leave your house.
I'm going to provide a counterpoint to that. How about this? If after over a year and a half, if you are still afraid of coronavirus, you can stay home. The rest of us are going to go about living our normal lives. We're going to go to work. We're going to go to school. We're going to have family gatherings. We're going to go to football games, and we're going to live normally. And if that terrifies you, you're the one that can stay home. As for the rest of us, we're going to be free Americans in this free country that we live in.
Also, for the jobs that you can't work from home at, those are the ones we need to fill. To say, everybody can work from a construction worker, can they work from home? Can a chef in a restaurant work from home? Kind of tough.
And maybe not wear masks outside in the great outdoors.
When you're running.
That's pointless. Tommy, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it. It is a Tommy Tuesday, isn't it?
It is a Tommy Tuesday. Can't deny that. Thanks, Tommy. And with that,